In this session, we're going to discuss how to fix a double entered inventory item using the recounts and also keeping the general ledger straight. So this does happen occasionally to people. Let's go into utilities and go to inventory. We're going to double enter an inventory item. So I'm going to pull up some air filters here. And let's say we went and ordered some air filters. We ordered a couple air filters here, and we're going to receive them in. So we're going to edit. And then what we're going to do is go receive 2 air filters. So we put in 2. Who's our supplier? What is our invoice number? Now I'm going to use today's date as the invoice number. So you see there's my total 5632. So I've received these 2 air filters in. So I get distracted, come back, pull it up again, edit, and I receive them a second time. So I receive 2 more. Who's my supplier? Put in my invoice number. Save it, go on my way. So eventually you're going to go to purchases, go to your supplier invoices, pull that supplier invoice so you can check it and post it to the payable. So we'll go to Lordco here. We're going to look for that invoice. Here's my invoice. Has not been posted. So I'm going to double click, open it up. I'm checking the invoice. Come to find out, lo and behold, I've entered it twice. So in reality, I only got 2 and I was billed for 2, but yet I have a second entry here. How am I going to fix this using the recount feature? Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go back to your inventory, pull the air filter back up. Going to do an edit, and we're going to recount it down 2. So in reality, we should have 4, not 6, because remember we started with 2. So I'm going to recount, put in 4. Now we have our in-stock quantity correct. So that we can get out of inventory. So what's actually happening in the general ledger is this. Let's go pull it up. In our stocking inventory here, we received 2. We received 2 more, but we recounted down 2. So our stocking inventory value is accurate at this point. What is going to be off is the recount expense account, the adjustment. So if we go open this account and look, you see we have a expense of 5632. So what we have to do in this case is we have to make an adjustment for this. We have to make an adjustment to get this to zero out. We have to have an offset. So how we're going to do that is we're going to go to our supplier invoice. Let me close this up real quick. Go to our supplier invoice. We're going to add an expense item. Add an expense item. So we're going to adjust this to the recounts. So we pull up the recounts, make a little note in here. So we're just adjusting double entry. We're going to put the value, so it's 2816 2 times for a total of 5632. Now let's think about this. We are adjusting that exact same account. Now that exact same account had a positive 5632. So what we need to do here is we're going to make this a negative. A negative. So now my grand total will match the actual supplier invoice. It is accurate. We have our count straight in the inventory. And when I post this off to the payable, Go back to my general ledger, pull up my recounts. Oops, probably hope I can spell it right. Here I have where I recounted it down in inventory and made the adjustment on that invoice. So now that's a wash, exactly what you want. So that's how to fix a double entered inventory item using the recounts.